Hi Jill, welcome on board. Glad to see they've picked a CEO with style and intelligence.
Thanks, Fred. I wanted to get a better understanding about sales. My background is financial operations and, to be quite honest, sales is somewhat of a mystery to me.
Sure Jill. You probably think we're a bunch of egotistical loudmouths who like to drink and spend too much money. Well, let me assure you that while we like to have fun, we are responsible contributors to the corporate mission.
That's good to hear, Fred. Tell me, how did you arrive at sales goals for this year?
Well, Jill, we took last year's goals and increased them by 10%. Seems logical, right?
I'm not so sure. What has our new business growth been over the last year?
Jill, we've been spending most of our time milking existing accounts. We haven't had much time to focus on new accounts. But let me tell you, there is a lot of milk there.
Fred, I know I tend to look at everything by the numbers, but it appears to me that most of our sales commissions are being paid out in maintenance renewals for existing accounts. These payments are highly accelerated to some highly paid salespeople. I also notice that we are losing market share to our main competitors, who are signing up significantly more new customers than we are. Fred, do you really think we have the right sales strategy in place?
Jill, you raise some legitimate questions, but, as you've said, sales is a mystery to you. We have beaten our sales goals by a healthy margin for 3 years in a row.
That is true, Fred. However, sales spending accounts for 39% of our total expenses, which is well over the industry average. Further, we are losing market share and our profitability has suffered significantly over those same 3 years.
Well, as I've said, we've beaten the sales goals 3 years in a row.
Fred, let me ask you another question. How well are you coordinating with marketing for lead generation, territory analysis, advertising, and other critical support activities?
Well, to be quite frank, marketing knows less about sales than you do. Bill in marketing and I have our own objectives, and let's keep it at that.
Well, how are you working with finance and legal? Do you have a coordinated set of processes and agreements that will help us close deals faster and, at the same time, ensure that those deals are financially viable?
Jill, if you are talking about the sales prevention departments, we need to work around them to get things done. That's as plain as I can be.
Fred? At this point, I think we need to do 3 things. First, I will schedule an executive team session to get us all on the same page regarding the sales effort. Second, you and I need to meet to agree on some new sales goals with metrics and processes to support them. Lastly, I would like to bring in some consultants that I have worked with in the past who can guide us through this process. They are called Left Brain Sales. Ever hear of them?
Yes, Jill, they were here last year, but I told them that things were going just fine. I guess maybe it is a good time to reconsider our situation.
Thanks, Fred. I will set up the meetings and call Left Brain Sales now.
Jill, did I mention that it's great to have a CEO with style and intelligence?